Is it possible to 3-star all 75 Goblin maps using 0 troops? Well, I think I know a way.
But how is this possible? Are you using some sort of hacks?
I am sorry guys, there is something I have to tell you. I know I said in my last week's video that I'm not using hacks, which I am not, but only in today's video I will be using one hack to 3-star those Goblin maps. Do you wanna see what hack it is? Yes guys, it's a brand new 2021 Ferrari 4200 limited edition with 1 brake horsepower. It goes from 0 to 6 km/h in an astonishing 1 second, but the most impressive thing is that this Ferrari has catapult installed. And let me tell you, this thing is overpowered. Like the most OP thing I have ever seen in Clash of Clans. I took it for a test drive and with my very first attack I was able to 3-star. I mean 3-star the base. The new Ferrari was so good that I decided to go look where is the Goblin hiding after I threw him under the bus in Squid Game by tossing that coin which made his whole team lose. Finding Goblin with my new Ferrari was the code name for the challenge, and with that being said it was time to start the 75 Goblin map speedrun. As soon as the Ferrari pulled up to the first base there was a staring contest between him and the micro cannon, which ended up with micro cannon leaving the lobby. In the second base there were 2 archers who had never seen such a beautiful red Ferrari in their life, so they fainted and fell off the watchtower. The bases were so easy that instead of using the catapult I simply drove over the buildings and walls with my 30-inch wooden rims like it was another normal day in COC. Those lower maps were obviously nothing too challenging, but what do you guys think? How far can I get in Goblin maps without using any troops? Me personally, I am not too concerned about any map except 10 Lost maps, and especially Grand Avenue, which is without the doubt the most difficult Goblin map in the universe. But to be fair, the first problem occurred already at Gobbo Town, where I easily destroyed all the defenses but ran out of time because this new Ferrari has a tiny fuel tank that fits only 118 liters of gasoline at level 3. After I ran out of fuel I called Royal Champion, who happened to be having a walk in the park with her dog, who took care of the last 2 Goblin houses. I knew from the beginning that this tiny fuel tank is going to cause me some problems later on in the challenge, so my plan was to use some help from heroes and spells if necessary. Since the first 50 bases are easy peasy lemon squeezy to 3-star, then we are not going to waste much time on watching each replay separately. Here we have multiple maps getting 3-starred so easily that at one point I thought I was using that Cobra hack from Age of Empires, but Clash of Clans version of it. Despite the fact that the winter update was fairly small to what most people expected, then for some weird reason I was having too much fun with the new Ferrari that it quickly became my favorite way of transport while throwing glowing poop at enemy bases. I liked it so much that I used that book with sword on it to get it completely maxed out before proceeding to the last 25 maps. Once I took down Pekka's Playhouse and Sherbet Tower, it was time to face the new maps with some upgraded technology. Technology which is no good for my new favorite toy. A speeding camera. Yes guys, not a single Ferrari doesn't like speeding ticket spitting machine, as it takes them off the road pretty quickly. At this point I was forced to start using spells to distract those annoying machines. I tried approaching them the nice way by dropping some presents, but what they did not know was that I hid bunch of Greek soldiers inside the presents like in 1184 BC Trojan War. We organized little surprise party right in the middle of the base and demolished the speeding camera. Once that was out of the way, it was time to roll in with my beautiful red whip to destroy the base until someone used reverse card on me to resurrect my already dead soldiers and turn them against myself. I asked Harry Potter to throw the invisibility blanket on my Ferrari, but it didn't work, so I had to watch how a bunch of vandals are stabbing my Michelin tires. There was no option left than send in the heroes to finish the job. I kept using the same strategy until something very weird happened. I am pretty sure you all know Goblin map called Magic Practice has shrink traps hidden around the base that are supposed to make everything affected by the spell go absolutely tiny while losing HP temporarily, but for some weird reason those spells gave my whip some extra fuel, and in fact it filled up the tank all the way, which allowed me to destroy almost the whole map without any help. Once again, some of the bases were very easy, so there is no point of me talking about them separately, but what I will do instead is share some information about the next update that I think you all will find very exciting. It comes from the man Darian himself after many clashes showed their disappointment in Reddit regarding the size of the winter update. What he basically said was that due to the complexity of the feature they are working on, they couldn't release it in this update. If you want to read the whole thing, then just pause the video, but all in all it seems we are expecting to get a big feature in the next update, which I am hoping is a new game mode. What do you guys think? What could be this big feature? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, next up it was time for some bowling, where unfortunately I didn't get that clean strike with the first shot, but nevertheless it was really satisfying to watch how those bowling pins are getting destroyed like the rest of the base. With the help from the skeletons, our limited edition Ferrari was able to take down 64% of the base, which was definitely not bad. Then I kept my cool by driving over the next base, and then I had to face the old friend where eagles dare. Me and this map, we have a long history together that goes all the way back to 2018, when I created a guide where I used level 21 wall breaker to score 3 stars without even waking up the eagles. In fact, I made this kind of OP guides for all 25 maps, where I went for the 3 stars with lower town hall levels that were way below the recommended level. For example, for this map, in-game recommendation level is set to at least town hall 11. Then I used my semi-max town hall 9 account. If you are interested, then feel free to check out the guide where I included all 25 maps into one video. As we all probably know, then last 5 maps are where things are getting especially tricky. So in order for me to burn down paper map, which is one of the toughest bases to destroy with 0 troops, I had to come up with a different plan. If you have a look at this map, then there is one major weakness, which is that it doesn't have much area splash damage except the eagle artilleries that are not big of a deal if I don't exceed its trigger limit. And perfect solution for that was of course the old good bats. Once they did their job, I was able to clean rest of the base with heroes and head on to the flagged for trapped map that turned out to be way easier than the previous map. The only problem was though that next up we had Grand Avenue, which I have struggled with a lot in the past. After some planning, I decided to attack from bottom left side, which did not end too well. I knew there has to be a way how I can 3-star it, but I had to plan it out a bit better this time. For some reason I thought it was good idea to get Dragon's Lair and Besiege 3-starred before I go for my final attempt at Grand Avenue, but it turned out that I can't even 3-star Dragon's Lair so easily. Back in the days, I beat this map with my Town Hall 8 account by dropping skeleton spells to destroy that dragon's cave before it could even come out, but this time while I was taking out those speeding ticket machines, I got part of a little surprise.
Hello?
Then I realized that developers must have changed how this map works, and I had to find a way to kill the golden dragon first. During my second attempt, I realized that the dragon comes out if the cave is around 50% HP, which was no problem of course, as I kept it distracted while all the heroes were shooting at it. Once that was out of the way, the rest of it was very easy. Besieged, in contrary, didn't have any surprises as the bats flew through the whole base, taking out one defense after another for an easy 3 stars. Now it was time for my second attempt at Grand Avenue, because in the end this map is what decides if I will complete the challenge of 3-starring all 75 maps without troops or not. My plan this time was to get rid of the dragons first, so I don't have to fight with them when my heroes are under the fire of all the defenses. For that reason I attacked from bottom right side. I froze the dragons, froze the infernos, and then spammed all the bats from bottom center that took care of left side defenses while heroes were destroying that core. Luckily enough, this plan worked like a charm, and we did manage to 3-star all goblin maps without using any troops. If you enjoyed this video, then here is my latest try not to laugh challenge that I think you will enjoy as well. Bye guys.